We're starting here in the kitchen this morning with a fun recipe for homemade noodles, and it involves scissors. Yay! Here to show me what it's all about is Lieu from Subtle Asian Baking. Welcome back, Kat. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
I love the idea of scissors in the kitchen. A lot of people have not discovered this yet, but this is a great shortcut, and it's a good, precise way to make your food, right?
Yes, as long as you don't cut off your fingers or any flesh or use them to open envelopes like we were chatting about.
Never let another member of your household use the kitchen scissors to open envelopes or cut cardboard. It's probably a bad idea because these are razor sharp, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and you still trust me with them?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. Do you cook?
Very poorly.
Okay, it's going to be very, very easy. We have a one dough that's the ratio of 2 to 1. So 2 to 1 flour to water.
Okay.
So we have 200 grams of flour here, all purpose, and you're just going to pour in 100 grams of water to make the dough.
It's that simple. Just twice as much flour as water. Okay.
Just pour it in.
Pour it all in at once. Don't be shy about it.
And give it a quick mix.
Okay.
Now, for the interest of time, we're going to have a beautifully mixed dough already.
But what we need to do is we need to see me do this first and really struggle and say, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get it just right. And then, without telling the viewers, I'll say, oh, but look, it turned out pretty well. Should I hold on to that?
Yeah, hold on to that.
Okay.
So then you have a beautiful dough that if you press on it, it bounces back, and then you'll know it'll be QQ or very bouncy once it's cooked.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
And then the masters, what they do is, I hope I don't splash it on you, but what they do is they cut it directly into boiling water.
Wow.
But we're not masters here, I could tell.
Oh, speak for yourself.
So we're just gonna cut it like this, holding the behind of it, right? And then you just cut it into a little bowl first. So I'm gonna let you do that. You're gonna hold it.
So you really took a good grip of it too, huh? Okay, from that side.
And don't cut fingers, just cut it in.
Is that about right?
Yes, that's good. And you can make it nice and long, or you can make it short. It could be any shape that you like.
Oh, cool.
So other masters would also like use a knife and just shape it directly. Good job. You got fine motor skills. We're proud of you. Great.
Something had to work out for me.
Just one more.
Okay, here we go. One more. There we go.
They
See,
actually
I made
look
really good long ones.
Yeah, they look great. They look really good.
I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
You are. You totally are.
Remind us what Subtle Asian Baking is all about.
Yeah, Subtle Asian Baking is the largest online group all about baking the Asian way, and now we're also cooking because we have like our second cookbook coming out, Modern Asian Kitchen. So it's all about building the appreciation for Asian cuisine and Asian flavors while fundraising for local communities like the Wing Luke Museum in Seattle or ACRS and so forth. Yeah, we've raised almost over $100,000 since 2021 through the power of social media alone.
That's fantastic, and through the power of food. I mean, food brings people together, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, where are we going with it now?
Now that you have your noodles all done, power of magic, and we're all done, and you're just going to dump them into boiling water. You want the water to be boiling, right? Okay. Otherwise, it'll just become like a goopy mess. So this only takes around 2 to 3 minutes.
When you asked earlier if I do any cooking, goopy mess is kind of my specialty.
It goes into a goopy mess, so just really make sure that it just cooks up real nicely like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And while that's, why don't you stir that? Why don't you stir that? And then I'm gonna turn on the heat for the wok. And
it's okay to stir with a spatula.
Yes.
Okay. No, I love this because if you go and grab something else, then you have 2 things to clean at the end.
Right,
With a spatula, now you just have 1.
I mean, you're a home cook, right?
Right.
So it's fine what you do. You're just cooking for home, and you're just doing easy things for your family. Okay. So
good.
Once they float up, they're good to go.
Okay.
So they kind of
How
look
long
like
is that?
chicken
About an hour or 2? We'll just.
I'll just take this. About like 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. But we want our wok to be hot first. You always want your wok to be hot, otherwise things will stick to it. But for the interest of time, I think this is not going to be very, very hot when we throw it in, but that's okay. So first, just throw in your aromatics.
Okay. Sometimes I like to take one of these. I have one of these. I'd like to take it down to Discovery Park because I enjoy a walk in the park. What am I supposed to do here? I was working on the joke. I was working on the joke so long I wasn't listening.
Your dad jokes are perfect. Yeah. Just throw it in
All
there.
of it?
Yeah,
okay.
Just throw it in. Okay, great. This is perfect. Watch out. We don't want to burn you on your day here.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
So yes. So while
You got a
that's
fire extinguisher around here?
while that's going, you're supposed to strain your noodles, but we're not. We're just gonna dump them in and then hope for the best.
It's very active, isn't it?
Super active. All right. So don't do this at home. You want to strain your noodles because when you throw water into a hot wok, you will have a huge mess.
Yeah.
To take care of. But yeah, there we go. That's really what we do.
Wow, Kat, do you just kind of keep the local fire department on the speed dial?
And then you put in your sauce, right?
Okay.
This is an umami bomb sauce, so it has miso, it has furu, which is fermented tofu, it has MSG, it has soy sauce, so everything that's super, super delicious is in there.
Smells great.
Thank you. Yeah, you just go like that. Okay, and then you toss in your scallions. Oh, and there's also maple syrup in there because I'm Canadian, so I have to add maple syrup to everything.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we are done. So we're done. We just plate it up. Let's close that first.
And the maple syrup, is there any, do you have any preference on maple syrup?
Anything from Canada.
Oh, really?
Fine,
Okay.
I think. I mean, that's their export, right? And there you have it.
Stuff. This is but it's always a pure maple syrup, right? You don't want to get this stuff that comes in the gallon jugs for $12.
I'll hold the plate and you try. I'll hold.
Oh! I get to actually eat it.
Try it. Yeah.
See, I don't do this show very often. I'm gonna have to do this show more often.
So they're supposed to be really bouncy and chewy, kind of like boba.
I made this.
You did.
This is really good.
Yeah.
And no, wait, how's the maple syrup come into play?
Well, when you have soy sauce and you have miso and MSG, everything is very salty. You want to balance it, and that's all about adding some sweetness so that it tempers all that saltiness.
Oh, interesting. Okay, because okay, so going to go into a little background here. So my father-in-law right now just doesn't. He wants his food to be a little bit sweeter. This would be a solution.
Yeah, it could
maple
be honey,
syrup.
it could be agave.
I know. I always think of
syrup,
honey or sugar or
syrup,
agave, but
yep.
maple syrup. I always thought that kind of would turn your food into a breakfast food if you do
No.
that.
I mean, I like it too because it's vegan, so for everyone who has dietary concerns and so forth.
Okay, this is great. I could just sit here and eat and let you just kind of figure things out, but I actually wanted to ask you a little bit about Lunar New Year.
Yes.
Because it's a very special time of the year. First of all, I can never tell when Lunar New Year is because it seems like everybody wants to celebrate on a slightly different date. Wing Luke had their big celebration this last weekend, I think, and then coming up, there's going to be another one in the International District, Chinatown, on Saturday, I think, this weekend. And then, but I heard that Lunar New Year is the 24th. Officially, is that right?
It's actually on the 10th, I think, or the 12th. I don't even know because we follow the moon calendar, the lunar calendar,
they're a
so
little
it
different.
changes.
Yeah.
It goes with the cycle of the moon. And it's actually 14 days. So we celebrate for 14 days.
And so how does food play into the Lunar New Year celebration?
Well, food is about bringing people together. It's about sharing your love. A lot of, not to generalize, but like even in my family, we don't really say I love you so much. I mean, it sounds kind of weird when you say it in Cantonese. It's "ngong oi lei." It sounds like you're yelling at each other, right? But instead of doing that, we come together with food. We cook from our hearts and we share our food with each other.
Sometimes in Italian families, it sounds like they're yelling too. I love you! I said I love you, all right? What else are you working on right now?
Well, this is my second book that's coming out, so Modern Asian Kitchen.
Excellent.
Yeah, so this is an ARC, so an early review copy. I also, of course, have Modern Asian Baking that's still out there. I have a collaboration with World Spice, a spice kit that you can grab, and everything that I do, I donate at least 8% perpetually back to the community.
That is so great. And did you ever see that your life would be changed so much by food and that this would be your path? Did you ever expect this to get to the levels it's gotten to?
This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I was a doctor of physical therapy for 13 years, and now I'm in food. My second year as a food writer and author. So very exciting.
That's fantastic. And food and physical health obviously go hand in hand if you have both of them working together. I mean, those seem like very different professions. On the other hand, they're all about nurturing the body, making the body healthier, and so much healthy food in here too. So that's great. Well, thank you so much. And happy Lunar New Year to you.
Thank you, Jim. Happy Lunar New Year to you.
Would you like some of these? I made them.
Yes, please, later.
Actually, I don't have a clean fork, and you don't want my germs.
I do here.
We don't know what's gonna happen there. What do you think? What do you think of my cooking?
You're better than mine.
Really?
Better than mine, yeah.
This had
So
nothing
good.
to do with you, right? This was all me.
It's all you.
Through the magic of television.